Hi there. Okay, so I am pretty much stranded. When I woke up this morning, it was 30 degrees out, and I really didn't think much about it because I figure there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to go out and teach my class. But guess what? I went to start my car. My car started, but then it kind of like shut off in the middle of the warm up. And then I come to find out that the fuel that was closest to the tank was probably still very fluid. But as the fuel started running through the system, it must have already started to gel. And I have a diesel car, and it's a brand new car. And I really thought that I didn't need to put diesel 911. I really needed to do that. So thank goodness my son came to the rescue and he brought some diesel 911, and now hopefully my car will start in a couple of hours. Let that 911 settle in. Anyway, I'm coming here because I don't like doing nothing. So I figure, hey, why do my prepping for the week, my week at work, um, now? Why wait till Sunday, tomorrow? So I just wanted to take you on the journey in terms of what it takes to actually prep food, because a lot of people say they don't have time to prep their meals, that that they run home after work, or right before leaving work they're hungry, or they get home and they're hungry, and there's nothing sensible, nothing whole, nothing that nutrient dense for them to consume. So what happens, you kind of like pick up the wrong thing. Like you'll pick up something that's processed. And I wanted to show you that it's okay. There's got to be some level of balance in our lives, right? But we can't always be deviating from the plan. So if you're like 80% really good and on top of your game, that's a goal that you should set yourself for. But sometimes it's not that easy. But it can be easier when you have options that are right at your fingertips available, that would be of a high quality food. It's not processed, it's whole, it's just dense with nutrition. It's just a better option. So I wanted just to show you how quickly I put some of my snacks and meals together for the week. And even if you don't have time for like cutting up your food, that's okay, because today you can buy like bags of like carrots already cut up, and you can buy bags of snow peas or sugar snap peas, and bags of like cut up broccoli and cauliflower. You can even just buy your fruits, right? They're all in little packages that you can kind of like just pull them aside and put together your like snack bags or your meal bags. So what I wanted to show you is like what I do is I want to make sure that I'm I'm properly um, making sure that I have the right amount of certain foods and certain foods, like certain fruits and certain vegetables. And thinking about the cruciferous, I like to measure my foods before I put them, and I have these like trusty containers that allow me to come together and put together what a serving is. So all I'm doing is just filling it up, packing it in really tight. Add some carrots. See, it's kind of overflowing. It's a lot of food, believe it or not. And there's still some empty airspace in here, but I'm going to pack it in. So that would be like one serving. And what I do is, you gotta make your life easier, okay? You can recycle these if you bring them right back from work. You're putting the same ingredients back in. Now look at this. That's one serving. That's enough, right? And that's kind of what I try to do is either use bags or I use glass containers. Try to avoid the plastic containers, especially if they're foods that you're going to reheat. Um, there's issues with BPA, and I totally understand it. We don't need to add any more chemicals into our body because we are exposed to quite a bit of chemicals. So I am, here's another serving. See, where's my other one? See? So that could be, so let's say if I wanted to have a snack, this would be a snack, either mid-morning. If I needed 2 servings, I could just put them together, and that would be a meal. So if I want some sugar snap peas, some of the cruciferous, and these are, there you go. Yeah, see, empty. 1 serving, don't worry. Okay, it's just a little over, but that's okay. Put that back in, that's a serving. So here you go. I'm gonna make 1 more bag. So yeah, I try to do this on a regular basis because if I don't plan for this, I'm going to tell you what happens to me, and I know I'm not alone in this journey. I know that on days that I do not have enough time to put a meal together, I'll go to work. I don't have any packed lunch, no packed healthy snacks, and 2 things would happen. And you'll be surprised which one happens more often than not when I don't plan in advance. So here's that. This is 4 days of snacks, or 2 and 2 would be 2 meals. Okay? Now don't worry, I would be adding something else, and I'm going to get to that in a second. So what happens to me is that when I don't plan, I either will run to the store, because actually where I work, the building I work, there's only a vending machine, and I can tell you it's all processed because it can sit there for weeks and weeks and weeks unpurchased, and it's still considered edible. So that means it can't be good for you because it's got tons of preservatives to keep it viable as an option for consumption. And honestly, that's where I need to keep my hands out of. Plus, I'd spend less money if I make my meals in advance. And these are such better options for you because they're full of great nutrition. You think of the beta carotene in the carrots. You think of just the basic things like the fiber that it's found in the cruciferous. There's vitamin B. There's so many great nutritional components to something like this than a bag of potato chips. That was Charlie. What's the matter, Charlie? What's the matter? You gotta be quiet. Mommy's almost done. So that is what I do. Oh, he's got, when he wants attention, you think human children, as soon as they see mom on the phone, what do? They say, no, I want my mommy now. Puppies do the same thing. They're like, wait, she's talking to someone and it's not me. So I'm just making my last bag here, snack bag, because I'm done with these bags. Oh, I know what it is. They want the carrot. Here you go, baby. Come on. Here you go. Good boy. Come on, Woody. Woodstock, here's a carrot. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I try to keep my puppies eating healthy. Okay, so that is that. And actually, I did pull out some blueberries. You can actually add blueberries. Mix them up with your veggies. There's no reason why you can't mix them up with veggies. Why not? Just go for it. You know, you can mix vegetables and veggies anytime you want. Okay, so that's it. I've got that. Ooh, tore that bag up. Not good. Let's fill that up. Telephone sales. So sorry about that background telephone. So it's like this little container allows me, it's worth one serving of vegetables or fruit, no, of vegetables. And it allows me to always have viable options for snacks or meals. And it only took, now that's, I've been on video for 10 minutes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 3 meals or, 6 very healthy snacks. So here's something else. I like to have my vegetables with something else. And considering that half of this will probably most likely be used as a snack, I unfortunately cannot have like hummus. I have to stay away from chickpeas. My body does not like chickpeas. But I found this fabulous recipe for cashew cheese. And if you're interested in the recipe, I'd be happy to send you the recipe. But it looks just like hummus and it's so much better. And my body is okay with it. And you get tons of really good protein and we're not adding any extra fat to this. So what I do is I just, let me get a knife because it'll be easier to spin it out. Okay. So I have a little like snack container for serving. And on the days that I know I'm going to take my little containers and I'm going to use it, my bags rather, and I'm going to use it for a snack, I just fill up this baby. And this is not completely filled up actually. There's some air in here. And then I just pack it up and I'm good to go. If I want a smaller portion, I can use this tinier version that I have. Fill it up, same idea. And I have snacks for the week. So let me just, that was a little too much. It was a little overflowing. Okay, I didn't even finish what I was trying to say. The 2 classic things that happen to me when I don't prep in advance and pack my meals. I'll tell you what usually happens. So like I was saying, my office is in a building where I don't have access to like a cafeteria. I've got to get in my car and go to the local store to buy a meal. And what happens is that, they usually have great options. It's actually the store that I go to is probably 90% organic options, but organic doesn't always mean that it's healthy. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of gluten-free options. Gluten-free doesn't always mean it's healthy. Much of it is processed. So 2 things happens. I'll pick up something that most likely is not a good option for me, not a healthy option. I usually pick up something that's quantity-wise, it's too much, the serving. Sorry, they're actually, my 2 puppies are in the background. They're wrestling each other. Because I prepped my foods, I measured them, I prepped them, I packed them in advance, I've made better choices versus going to the store because I forgot to bring lunch and picking something and not having, I'm trying to eyeball portions, and that makes it really hard when you're out, right? Because you're in a rush and trying to get back to work. The other thing, I'm spending more money. This is cheaper. Because I'm going to tell you, I don't know about where you live, but where I work in Bergen County, I think it's Bergen County, New Jersey, I can go to these stores, and because I want better quality, of course, I'm spending a little bit more money. So I could spend easily $10, $12, $15 on lunch when a bag of veggies usually is like $2.99. And then this is like maybe a quarter pound when I started of cashews that I soaked, and then I pureed them and added some other ingredients, maybe $6. I'd spend a lot less money if I just stuck to this. The other thing that happens to me is that if I go out to get lunch, if I don't go out to get lunch, what happens to me is then I won't eat. And I actually do that more often than not. And the one thing that people don't seem to like grasp is that you got to eat. Even when you're on a weight loss journey or you're trying to stay healthy, you have to eat. You've got to take care of your body. You've got to fuel it. How can you be working at your best? How can your mind, the synapses, how could they be firing at a very quick process? How do you avoid sluggishness? You got to fuel the body, and you got to fuel it with the right types of foods. I mean, honestly, I didn't put diesel 911 in my car, and now my car is not wanting to start because I didn't do the right thing. So imagine what happens to our body over time when we don't put the right things in our body. We start to fail. We start to feel sluggish. We start to feel crappy. We start to feel, we start lacking self-confidence. We're not ourselves. We're not happy. We may be cranky. We may not have the best, interactions with our significant others or with our kids, with our coworkers. Life just sucks. If you want it to get better, you gotta fuel your body. It's gotta happen from the inside out. So yeah, I just wanted to show you, okay, what am I doing on a day that I'm homebound and I'm just trying to take advantage of the downtime. I've been on video with you all for about 16 minutes. I've got my week's worth of either snacks or at least 3 days worth of meals. If I went the meal method, I would probably bring some other kind of whole protein. I try to be more vegan, but on the days that I'm not, I am like probably 90% vegan, and I do that for choice, not because of any other reason. For physical reasons, I just don't digest meats the way I used to. It just sits like a brick in my stomach, and I don't like feeling like that. So I'll usually try to have some kind of plant-based protein, which is why I made this cashew butter or cashew cheese. Again, if you like this video and if you've gotten some valuable information, please share it. Let's share the gift of health and knowledge with our friends and family. If you're interested in getting the recipe to my cashew cheese, which is freaking amazing, I'd be happy to share with you. Just send me a message or post a message here after this video. And yeah, I wanted to just come here live. It's actually, this is my first YouTube live. I've gone on Facebook Live, but this is my first YouTube live. I just wanted to give this a chance. Oh, hang on a second. I think someone needs your attention too. Come here, baby. Come here. Oh. Here you go. So this is Charlie Brown. He's my little coton. He is a little year, almost 2 years old. Yeah. Right, baby? Yeah. He's my little snuggle guy, snuggle boy. And he has a little brother who's in the other room, probably up to no good. Okay, guys. Okay, I think I'm done. Have a great day. Make 2018 the best year possible. If you just need to talk and you need to dial into your nutrition, whatever that is, I am a certified transformation coach. I am also a integrated holistic nutrition coach. It is a journey. I'm not perfect. I'm trying to dial into it myself. I'm trying to just be around a lot longer because my family is growing. I'm going to be a grandma this year, and I want to be around and be healthy and be there to enjoy every moment. And the only way to do that is to make sure I take care of myself and I'm not putting the wrong things, fueling my body with the wrong things that will slow me down or not allow me to have the quality of life. So you can do it too. If you need help, just let me know. Again, message below. Please share it. Please like this. Let's get the word out. You can be the best version of yourself. You just got to work a little harder at it. Okay. Peace out. Thank you. Now, if only I can figure out how to shut this off. Let's see. how. There we go. No, I'm trying to like figure out how to not go live. Let's see. Ah. Okay, that's. Oh, these are all these filters. Talk about bloopers. How funny is this? Okay, at some point I'll be able to share. There we go. Hey, let's see.